Ayubowan, Vanakkam. I'm Vayoni Dimel. This is Boston Lanka News, bringing you news, views and entertainment from Boston and USA. Daughters of our time fighting for justice, new trending all over the world, says Sumanasiri Liyanage. I love my country. I'm not afraid of traitor label, says Hirunika Premachandra. I will continue to fight for my father who has been illegally imprisoned, says Apsara Fonseka. Belgium has become the 6th largest destination of Sri Lanka's exports to the world. US government has renovated a hospital in the eastern province in Sri Lanka. A film from Linton Semage about a disappeared journalist in Sri Lanka. Culture of resistance is a key element of democracy, and it is a much more advanced right than the rights enshrined in the Constitution, says Sumanasiri Liyanage, a political analyst who teaches political economy at the University of Peradeniya. This is true with Hirunika Premachandra, who wants justice for her father, Premachandra. This is also true with Apsara Fonseka, who vows to continue her fight for her father, General Sarath Fonseka. Actions and stand taken by young people like Hirunika and Apsara have the power to awaken the young people in Sri Lanka from their deep slumber, making them conscious that things that have been happening around them are not as great as they are made out to be by the politicians, says Professor Liyanage. Hirunika Premachandra, the daughter of former parliamentarian late Premachandra, says that her family will have no other option but to seek international justice if the country fails to find justice for the killing of her father.
මොන දේ කරන්න බලවත් උඩ දෙයියෙක් ඉන්නවා. උඩ හැම දෙයකටම වඩා ලොකුපත් පුද්ගලෙක් උඩ බලාගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඉතින් ඇත්ත කොහොමත් එළියට එනවා. කොහෙ තිබ්බත් අපි මේ රටේ හෝ ජාතන්ට ගෙනිච්චත් මිනිමරුවෙක්ට මිනිමරුමක් කරලා කවදාවත් හැංගිලා ඉන්න බෑ. ඒක තමයි ඇත්ත කතාව. ස්වභාව ධර්මයෙන් හොඳ අඩුවන් දෙනවා.
According to Hirunika, she is not afraid of being branded as a traitor in Sri Lanka. It has been the practice of the Sri Lankan government to brand dissidents, especially who sought international justice, as traitors of the country, political analysts points out. I'm not afraid of traitor label as I love my country more than those who would call me a traitor, Ms. Premachandra commented at a media interview. Hirunika, the young law student, said she salutes the young Sri Lankans who support Facebook campaign seeking justice for her father. Sri Lanka now needs the energy of the youth to move this country forward. So it is time the educated young generation take the lead in fighting injustice and protecting law and order, said Hirunika Premachandra. Apsara Fonseka, the daughter of General Sarath Fonseka, says that she will continue to fight against the injustice done to her father and that she will do everything she could to bring her father's fate to the attention of the international community. Apsara, your father was once referred as the best army commander in the world by Sri Lankan leaders just after the defeat of the LTTE. Now he was branded as a traitor by the same people. Your response?
I want to correct on this. My father was named as the best army commander by the Indian army commander, and they are people who are very credible and who they know what they're talking about. The person who is branding my father as a traitor just spoke the same words and just repeated it. So I don't think he's credible enough to judge my father, because he's somebody who has left the army a long time ago. So I don't really care what he brands my father as or what he said before. As long as someone who's very credible thinks my father is the best army commander of the world, I am fine by it, and I take pride at being his daughter on that.
This verdict for your father was delivered on President Rajapaksa's 66th birthday. Some say that it's a birthday gift for the president. Do you have anything to say?
I sure hope not. If the president feels like it's a birthday gift for him, then he's definitely very petty-minded, and he takes my father as a big prize. So that means it gives a lot of, I guess, strength to my father also. And if he takes this as a gift, then I guess some people really wanted to make him happy by giving my father's verdict to him as a gift also. So I sure hope he doesn't feel it that way, but if he's taking my father's verdict as a gift, I think that he really needs some bigger problems in his life.
Your father was convicted by 2 judges of the 3-judge trial at bar. The 3rd judge, WTMPB Veerawawa, dissented and discharged General Fonseka of all 3 charges. Do you take any comfort that the verdict was not unanimous?
I don't want to talk too much about the judgment because with the government now putting anything and everything as a lawsuit, but it being unanimous, it not being unanimous, yes, I take the comfort of knowing that some people still have the courage and the decency to do and say what they think is right and to believe, to fight for what they believe in. So I'm glad that some people still do it with the pressure from the government.
Apsara, do you have a message for those who are supporting General Fonseka and those who continue to oppose his detention?
Yes, I would like to first say to the people who oppose his detention and, for them who are supporting my father to still keep on fighting for him, to be by our side and to be with us, because I think my father's, and I know my father's inspiration comes from their support. He has many times told us that the people will not leave him, and I think I want them to prove that he's right and that they will be there for him no matter what. He's fighting for them. So while somebody is fighting for them, I think they should, give their support. We know what the government is capable of. It's been shown by imprisoning a very honest person like my father. So don't wait until they come after you personally or your families. Just support us and be with my father so that he can bring back democracy and peace to the country again. And just keep on believing in him as you have always.
Sri Lanka and Belgium have pledged to expand and facilitate bilateral trade and investment, taking note of the growing economic interaction between the 2 countries. This commitment was made during bilateral discussions held with Belgian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade and Development Corporation during the visit of the Sri Lankan Minister of Industry and Commerce, Richard Bathiudin, to Belgium. Addressing Sri Lanka Business Forum, which was held at the Brussels Enterprise, Industry and Commerce Minister Bathiudin said Belgium has become the 6th largest destination of Sri Lanka's exports to the world, while it is the 16th largest supplier to Sri Lanka. The US government, under the direction of the US Embassy in Sri Lanka, has renovated the administration building of the Karadiyanaru Divisional Hospital, the only hospital serving a population of 35,000 in Eravur Pattu Division, and provided new furniture. The hospital, renovated with 3 new buildings, was handed over to the Sri Lankan health authorities by the US Embassy Deputy Chief of Mission, Ms. Valerie C. Fowler. The hospital had been severely damaged during the decades-long armed conflict in the northeast. The hospital was renovated through the USAID's Office of Transition Initiatives program in Sri Lanka, which is part of an integrated strategy to stabilize, transform and develop the Sri Lanka's eastern and northern provinces and assist communities by providing support for socio-economic reintegration activities. Linton Semage, the award-winning actor and film director, is getting ready to release his latest cinematic creation about the life of a Sri Lankan journalist who mysteriously disappeared.
In a country with no hands to write, in a country with no mouths to speak, in a country where there are no hearts and minds to think, in a country where there are no legs to stand on. When I took the pen to wipe away the tears of the people, the savages of the cruel ruler beat me up and killed me, and left a red wreath by me. All dressed in bright white clothes, they drove away in a bright white van to leave a red wreath by another brother just like me.
Where are you from?
Sri Lanka?
Linton Semage, who has been living in Los Angeles, USA for last several years, has been working on this cinematic creation for the last several months. That concludes our news edition. We meet you again with another news edition of News, Views and Entertainment from Boston and USA. Till then, goodbye.